Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you can join us for today's Chef Jack versus Wild Boar. So we season it simply, a little bit of cumin, salt, pepper, nice hot pan, get a good sear on it. Then we just come with some vegetation. Today we did some onions and some mushrooms. Get it going in the same pan. We deglaze with a little bit of red wine, come right behind it with some pork stock. We take the wild boar, put it right back in there, and now we cover and braise. 3 hours later, comes out tender as a mother's love. Just in time for our special guest. Welcome to today's episode of Chef Jack Versus. I have a very special guest with me to try wild boar. Seasoned culinary industry veteran Kasey Branham here. How are you, Keith?
Doing fine. Thank you very much, Jack.
Man, you gotta know that this is so cool to have you on this platform. I've worked with Keith for a number of years now on different projects, and how organically, when he found out I was doing the show, he sends me a message, and what'd the message say?
He said, hey, I'd like to be on your show sometime. How about let's try some wild boar?
Now, ironically, I was driving from the grocery store with wild boar in the passenger seat. Like, you cannot get more organic than that. So this is truly my first time not only purchasing wild boar, cooking wild boar, and tasting wild boar. And I am incredibly honored to be doing it with you, my friend.
Thank you.
So thank you for being here.
This is also my first time, and I've been interested in this because I'm an avid outdoorsman. I like to hunt and fish. I don't take as much time as I'd like to. But I've been wanting to go on a wild hog hunt, and so I thought, before I do, let's see what it's all about here with the taste and flavor, and just see how I can handle this.
And this, like I said, this is the first time trying it, and I'm happy to be doing it with you. It can't be more organic. I'm hopping in. Here we go. So I basically braised it. We did it with some mushrooms. Did it with some onion. There's a nice sweetness to it.
I get a sweetness, a little bit of a nuttiness.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gamey whatsoever. I wondered if it was going to have a gamey taste, and it does not.
It's essentially a wild hog, a wild pig, and the flavor is going to change because it's eaten different than what a pig would be eaten if it was farm raised.
Absolutely. And this red wine reduction sauce you have in here is awesome. It accentuates this very nicely with the sprig of rosemary.
My goal is to get the texture and the feel of the meat and really. So yeah, it came out nice and tender. I braised the hell out of it. So I was hoping
it is very tender. It's not a tough game meat at all.
What are some of the other game that you've tried before?
I've had venison, freshwater fish, turtle. Goat.
Oh yeah.
I really do like goat. With some Hispanic recipes is how we had to go. But I'm just really now, in my twilight years, looking to venture out a little more, or to be a little more adventuresome with some of the food choices. So. And
when I think like stuff like goat, lamb, mutton, to me, those are like food. Like you cannot mistake lamb for nothing else. Like when you taste lamb, you know that is lamb. You won't never mix it up. So I was wondering like how close this would be to pork, or recently we did kangaroo. How close kangaroo would be to beef, and because everything people taste like chicken, tastes like pork.
Right. To me, this tastes more like a beef than it does a pork.
Yeah.
This tastes more like beef than it does a pork roast or a pork chop or something like it to me. And again, that could be with the reduction that you have and the sauce and the other.
A little bit of red wine going on in there.
It's amazing. This is very good.
Definitely make you want to have some sexy time. It's nice and tender. I would say that I am happy with wild boar.
I would give it an A.
Yeah, I got so many special episodes coming up. We got different foods from all over the world, so I'll be doing a few different format changes and doing like chips from all over the world and beverages from all over the world. Give it a try, because although here some of this stuff is wild. In other places, it's just a regular Tuesday.
And thank you very much for the invite. I absolutely love this idea and the videos and stuff that you make. And I just want to say, Jack is not only, a world-class and top-notch chef, but Jack's also a very dear friend.
I appreciate
and
that.
for that, I'm very appreciative of.
And that to me is one of the most important parts, is to be a good friend, be a good Samaritan out here, and a good chef. And I appreciate you coming on Chef Jack versus Wild Boar. I think we knocked it out the park, and I appreciate you being on.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Out.
I really like this. This was good.